honestly, I I know for a fact on YouTube there is not one video on Quasar consciousness. And I also know for a fact there's not a YouTube video, although it's going to be kind of close, but on what actually dark is. Though you discover to such depths, at some point the light reflects the actual depths itself, which is symbolic for dark, aka space, which is the baseline of the symbolism itself. Now, some other consciousnesses, nexuses, in evolutional terms that I have not understood yet, but exist. Giga consciousness, Solaris consciousness, or Trillic consciousness. If I don't know any being really, except maybe a few, eternal spectrum consciousness. But honestly, the eternal spectrum has been around as long as around's been, and is in real time calibrating every single piece of fractal information occurring, and every single existence in the universe occurring, and everything occurring. So honestly, I would have to say the highest achievement would be eternal spectrum consciousness. Mystery consciousness would be fairly high as well. I don't understand mysteries. I don't understand the eternal spectrum either, but I would say I don't understand mystery as much, which is to say why I have taken, well, obviously you can understand the why is I took down the video speaking that occurrences happened. For whatever reasons we have not seen the hybrid existence. I'm not sure what those reasons are. It's a mystery or it's a surprise. It's probably both. Maybe there's something else I have to do if it's directly linked to me. I have been pondering this thought though. I have been finding myself rethinking of this good, aka, oh, actually, it is. It's a good mental hospital, and simply just help people. Just help people. I've thought about it, and the thought sounds pretty intriguing, but I would be faced with a lot of other difficulties. I wouldn't be able to do any videos. Wouldn't be able to work on anything else. A lot of persons would be wondering where I'm at. I wouldn't be able to respond to any comments on YouTube, etc. But it would be interesting, because it'd be interesting to go back to those years, revisit those well, not those experiences, but just you know, just see. It's almost like changing my past in a sense. It's like going back to a place where I didn't want to be. Of course, this good mental hospital I went to was a lot better. They had their stuff organized a lot better. Staff weren't beating the patients and stuff. Although, ironically, when I went there, the first day I was there, it was within 10 minutes of me being in my room and walking out, someone had committed suicide in my room. And they claimed him dead on sight. They were able to revive him, but he had crossed over, and he had been revived. So, death and surviving death is possible. Technology or not, it's still the will of thyself. To be honest, I really would. I really actually look forward to it, because, you know, a change of what's around me. I'd be able to interact with people non-stop. That to me is just nirvana. Interacting with other people, more the better. That's just freaking bliss. The They're going to be mentally unstable, sure. They're going to have this issue and that issue, sure. To me, that doesn't matter. I'll listen to whatever they have to say, and given how far along I've come along, I would be able to express to a much more efficient degree. Not to mention they gave you free food, and the food at this particular mental hospital, you could call it that. Believe me, they got a gym, basketball court, game room, pool. You should see their area where they smoke at. It literally looks like a little excerpt of a little Japanese area in Japan. So it's a very clean, a very well-organized mental hospital. To be honest, I'm a little intrigued because to hear other people's stories and to help them, I don't care if they give me medication or not. I mean, chances are they would. Honestly, that would just be more experience as well. Honestly, I'm not worried about the medication. It, quote, controlling you. At this point, food doesn't even control me. Food just doesn't even appeal to me anymore. I mean, I'm drinking coffee on top of not having to eat anything all day. And I don't know. I feel fine. I mean, food. I mean, it's not the actuality. You don't see stars, ordering Whoppers and whatnot. They are their own energy source. This idea of energy also is not the actuality either. It's very inspecific. Energy isn't energy. It's essence. Essence clusters, essence particles. Then there's certain types of essences. That's where you might want you might want to consider getting into the elementals, water, lightning, etc. But when you go into space, you got nebula essences, you have Ura essences, you have solar essences, you have possibly essences you're interacting with that came from a supernova that occurred 50 billion years ago. I mean, honestly, the idea of energy is not even flawed. It's not even. It's limited in its ways as well. And plus, you have to kill to consume. So automatically, that doesn't make any sense to eat or whatever. But in unnatural circumstances, I guess that's the way it works. I guess. I don't know. 'Cause I mean, honestly, where I come from, it's unnatural. I'm still not used to eating. I still have to brainstorm to think of, am I hungry or am I full after I've eaten a certain amount? I literally have to go through a few classes of Mensa. I have to do chaos math to actually figure out if I'm hungry or if I'm full. Okay, if it's that difficult to figure it out, I don't think I even need to figure it out. To me, it's just your stomach being full. Your brain's like, oh, okay. The stomach, the stomach part itself is pretty full. We can stop the whole hunger process now. I mean, it is kind of a trigger system. But for right now, I mean, I'm the only being from my from where I come from, other than chaos, which took a vow of silence, etc. And given that I have died, I know for a fact 18 or 19 times. I'm just thinking I have to react like I have to eat or something. I mean, at times I have to convince myself. Yet I was not hungry. So, the complexity of food for me is very mathematical. And if I overeat, I'm going to pay for it, aka my stomach being stretched to such a point, even if it's a little over, to where it puts stress on my lungs, my heart, my ability to breathe, my stomach itself, and then pains can occur. So honestly, if it's that delicate of a system, plus my stomach's pretty much broken down to non-functional levels at this point, so honestly that's good, because if my stomach stops functioning, that's great. I don't have to worry about eating. I can factor that out entirely. I can live in means and survive in means that I survive in the natural. I survive in the actuality. And the actuality is, we don't eat. We don't have intestinal lining. We don't have we don't